tragedy occurs, a child dies in custody. That's a very, very horrible thing, and it's a very, very serious thing, and it means that we, in each case, need to know what happened.
Tonight, the search for answers is underway into the deaths of 5 children here in Franklin County. Governor Mike DeWine says that state wants to know what lessons might be learned.
The children have died over the last 15 months. Several cases involve allegations of ongoing abuse.
Now, each family was working with the Franklin County Children's Services before the child died. Tonight, Mike McCarthy is here with new information on the state's efforts moving forward. Mike.
So, Rodney and Jessica, first of all, both the state and Franklin County point out procedurally what's happening with these investigations is not unusual. They regularly work together. And the state told me the county does have a robust quality improvement department. But any child death does increase state involvement. And tonight, we're on your side learning more about what exactly that looks like. The deaths of 5 young children are under the review of the state of Ohio. Their parent or caregiver now facing charges, and each of their families had been working with Franklin County Children's Services. Scott Varner is that agency spokesman. Is this agency under a state investigation?
Well, I can't address what the state is doing. I can tell you what we are doing with the state.
But are you aware of the state looking into the agency?
What I am aware of is that on all of these cases, as information comes in, it's also being shared with our partners at the state.
The State Department of Children and Youth says since the first case in February of last year, it's worked with Franklin County Children's Services to surge additional resources and supports, working closely with Franklin County now to review each case, identify areas of concern, and continue to look at the data to identify any trends. Children's Services won't talk specifics about the cases or the case workers involved, but it's also conducting its own reviews. Emily Green is the Family Services Director. What's involved in an internal review in a situation like this?
Well, a lot of what's still happening right now, especially in regards to some of the more recent tragedies that we've seen, is that we're still actively working with the family. We're still trying to gather information.
When we look at these cases, it's trying to identify those things that are most alarming, and where as an agency can we put in additional supports, resources, tools to either identify it earlier or to provide resources to families to minimize the chances of something more tragic happening.
The state has outlined 3 areas of collaboration. First, an independent state fatality review, partnering with the county on a separate review. Next, it's preparing to train caseworkers on quality face-to-face interviews, calling the interactions critical to a safety assessment. And finally, evaluating the data and case trends to determine any case similarities. Franklin County Children's Services is already raising concerns about a trend it says it's identified. Scott Varner notes 3 of those child deaths involved a boyfriend or girlfriend changing that family's dynamic. Children's Services also is now looking to provide financial support for anyone trying to escape domestic violence. Later this month, its board will vote on giving $500,000 to the county's only emergency domestic violence shelter. On any given night, half the people there are children. On your side, Mike McCarthy, ABC 6 News.